Hi, I'm Dr. Susan, psychiatrist and author, and this is the fifth and final video of my series called Jumpstart Your Love Life by Being Your Own Brand of Sexy. So being your own brand of sexy means figuring out what you want, what works for you as an individual, and what strategies will help you achieve your relationship goals, whatever they may be. And there are 5 guidelines to being your own brand of sexy. 1 is you always have a choice. 2, media and peer pressure solutions might not be right for you. 3, slow can be sexy. 4, your voice matters. And 5, if a guy isn't respecting your voice, move on. So we're going to talk about number 5 today. If he's not respecting your voice, move on. So this is a very important guideline because you don't want to stick with a guy forever who's not going to give you what you want. And it's super intricately related to number 4, your voice matters, because that's the communication piece to this. And if you don't communicate to the guy that you're unhappy with something, he's probably not going to change it. He can't read your mind. So the least you can do is try and say, hey, this isn't working for me, and see what he has to say. So some guys are going to be like, oh, no, I'm sorry. And, they want to do something about it to make it up to you or to try and change something. Whereas other guys are going to be like, well, that's just who I am, or that's just how it is. And they don't care to change it. So at that point, you have a choice. How big a deal is this that, is it something you can live with, or is it something you just can't live with? Now, the problem is a lot of women can't live with whatever the deal breaker is, but they don't necessarily feel like they can leave the man either. They feel attached, and it's easy to get attached when you've been in a relationship with somebody. And they don't necessarily see that there's another guy out there for them. So if you're in that situation, you might want to remember that old saying that, when one door closes, another door opens, and it could open to something really wonderful for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this series on jump-starting your love life by being your own brand of sexy. I want to challenge you to not just forget all about these guidelines, but to try and find a way to incorporate them so that you're using them on a regular basis and they become more of a habit and more something that you use to help you make better choices with dating and to see when you have choices with dating. So if you want to take my quiz to find out if you're being your own brand of sexy, find the link here, or you can join me at my website, beyourownbrandofsexy.com. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me comments or questions. But really, there's a challenge here. There's a challenge to be your own brand of sexy and change your life and jumpstart your love life. So don't forget about it. If you do sign up for the quiz or something else on my site, I'll send you my weekly blog so that you can be reminded of this, because sometimes it's just easy to forget these guidelines, but they'll really help you get what you want. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it.